The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Hello, everyone. Right now, our temperatures are largely in the 40s and 50s. Blacksburg 45, Lynchburg at 52. And towards our west and south, there are a lot of similar temperatures. Atlanta's in the mid-50s, Memphis in the mid-50s, Oklahoma City in the mid-50s, and then some 60s further towards the southwest. Now, there's 50s, 40s, 20s, 30s as you go further towards the north, so plenty of cold air a little bit further towards the northern part of the country. That running into the warm air is going to cause our next cold front to form, and that's going to march across the east. It is going to cause some fairly significant storms towards our west, but by the time it gets to us, the storm intensity does start to ease off. Temperatures warm up pretty nicely for tomorrow. We're going to hold on to the pretty clear skies that we had today and that we have overnight, and that sunshine will help us go from the 30s into the 60s in the NRV and Highlands, and mid-60s in Roanoke, Lynchburg, and in Southside. Not going to be a ton of variation across the area. Either way, it's pretty comfortable throughout most of the day. Just be aware that you're going to need a more substantial jacket early in the day than you might have needed this morning. Most of our winds do stay pretty calm, so at least there's not extra wind chill to go with those cooler temperatures. The wind is going to stick around as we get towards 8 p.m. A lot of warm air coming in from the south consistently for Thursday, but especially Friday and Saturday. That's going to bring moisture our direction and cause some rainfall, especially in the later part of Friday through that night and into Saturday morning. We might get a little bit of a break early Saturday, like 1, 2 a.m. before the cold front pushes a little closer to us, brings some extra rainfall our way. There is a little bit of storm activity that makes its way into Georgia and South Carolina. I think we might get some rumbles of thunder, but for the most part, that'll move off towards the east, and then we have to deal with the wind behind that low pressure system. It's going to start to bring in colder air, but with how much we're able to warm over the next couple days, even the cool down behind the front is going to keep us pretty close to average. Looking at rainfall for Friday and into Saturday afternoon, a lot of spots up towards a quarter to a half inch, with it stacking up a little bit more as you get into that very southern edge of south side. So towards South Boston, Danville could get more than an inch of rain there. It's over a fairly long stretch of time, and this is a somewhat strong front, so it makes sense to have a good amount of rain building up. Also, as you get into our very northern and very western edges, that's where a little bit of extra rain stacks up. After Saturday, we really do start to calm down, but with Saturday, that wind coming in, it's not really going to be nice until Sunday afternoon. That's when our temperatures are a lot more comfortable. Saturday, we get into the 70s, NRV at 70, Highlands at 72, but it's raining most of the time when it's warm like that. Meanwhile, we're in the 60s on Sunday without a whole lot of wind, and it stays dry, so it's a lot easier to get outside there. Hillsville's at 33, Hot Springs at 35, and Alta Vista at 38, with temperatures rising to the 60s on Thursday. Pulaski at 62, Martinsville at 66. On the extended forecast, we do warm all the way into the 70s on Saturday, then take that dip on Sunday. But it does not take long for us to get back to the 70s. I think we'll stay there for a lot of the first days in the work week with a few showers. For today, the forecast is 61, got up to 63, so that's another $10 for us. A little bit of time left in the month to get up above 330.